Hey, everybody. Wanted to do a kind of a shout out to all the drivers that got invited to the National Farm Machinery Show in Louisville. It is an honor of a lifetime as a puller to be invited to that prestigious event. It is, before our Pullers Championship, it was the only like big invite pull that we knew of out there. And it's Louisville. There's nothing else going on. It's at the farm show. There's like hundreds of thousands of people at the farm show, and then you get a pull in front of a gigantic crowd. So I just want to show a little video there. That was from our buddy Adam Wilson at Built Diesel Mafia. Follow him on YouTube. That was some video of the duels of the fuels. And if you're not super familiar with like super stock pulling, they're not combined. The alkies and the diesels are not combined anywhere. Like Colin Ross, any diesel can go pull with the alkies, but the alkies can't go pull in the diesel class. The farm show, I think 2 or 3 years ago now, put them together into one class, and it has made it absolutely awesome. So all I want to do tonight, I just want to go through the list. I'm going to put in the comments where you guys can go see the list yourself, but I'm going to roll through all of this. And there's some of the classes have finals, some of the classes don't. It all just kind of depends on how the farm show sets it up. But in the comments right now, I'm putting the link to do all of that. So hope everybody's having a great night. We've been trying to share it's been fun watching all the pullers post that they got their invites. We've been trying to share that to our Beer Money Pulling Team Facebook group to help, just so more people see that and to see the joy. And a couple pullers went live. A couple people took photos. A lot of people go on their first time. Some people, this is probably their 30th time, like ho-hum, just going to Louisville. But nobody thinks like that at all. So I'm going to switch over and I'm going to show the screen. So I'm going to show you the actual website from the National Farm Machinery Show. So give me 1 second here. So on your screen right now, this is what you see when you go to their website. But every day. So there's Wednesday night. I'm not sure the exact start times. That'll be listed at Ticketmaster or whatever. But the 4-wheel drive modified trucks, I do not believe I don't think they have a finals. I'm trying to see who has finals. I thought they always had the finals listed on here. So I'll have to follow up on that with another show. But let's just go through all the pullers. But some classes have a finals and some don't. And that's kind of what we need to figure out. And some of them will take like a certain amount of people off the top, or we'll take the top 3 to Saturday night or whatever. So, but these are the qualifying sessions, or like I said, I'm pretty sure the modified 4-wheel drive trucks, they have a one and done, and then they're out. So Risky Business, Joe Claypool, Radical, Steve Clem, Patriot, Tyler Corsa, Foster Child, Carmen Foster. If you've seen that PRI video that they did at Bowling Green with Carmen in there, that is beyond cool. Be sure to check that out. It's on the Bowling Green Facebook page. Running Wild Texas Style, Charlie Hines. Grounds for Divorce, Dean Hitchcock. The Punisher, Larry Jarrell. Desperado, Daniel Jansen. Foxy Lady, Charlie Miller. The Rock, Ted Skelton. Renegade, Graham Young. And rule number 19 is Jake Zering. So we got Missouri, Kentucky, Georgia, Indiana, Texas, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Georgia, Iowa, Illinois, Kentucky, and Indiana, all represented in the 6,350-pound modified class. Guys, Louisville is as big of a deal as Bowling Green. So it just is. It's awesome. So I know there's multiple super farm classes, but here's Wednesday night. Press On, Lee Butts from Michigan. Cruel Intentions, Charlie Capazzo from Michigan. Maximum Overdrive, Clay Darnell from Kentucky. Twisted Deer, Casey Fritz from Boscobel, Wisconsin. Thumpkin Pumpkin, Shane Mastenson out of Niles, Michigan. Bad Boy, Daniel McDonald out of Red Springs, North Carolina. Spanky's Toy, Brett Roberts out of David City, Nebraska. New Attitude, Gary Shavink out of Reedsburg, Wisconsin. He was your NTPA Grand National Super Farm champion. Fast and Furious, Don Slama, Laval, Wisconsin. Farm Fed Deer, Adam Vaughn out of Wartrace, Tennessee. My Last Excuse, David Wheeland out of Tipton, Michigan. And Thunderstruck, Brad Woods out of Jackson, Tennessee. So we got a lot of Michigan, got a lot of Wisconsin in this class on Wednesday night. So it's fun to see where everybody's coming from. Then the modified tractors. These are your multi-engine tractors. Rank C, Brett Berg, Moneymaker out of Farmington, Minnesota. Money Pit, Steve Wallinger out of Taylorville, Illinois. Takes a Lickin', Steve Bunnage, Golden Gate, Illinois. Second Degree Brewing, Craig Corzine, Assumption, Illinois. Pretty sure he won this last year. Corporal Punishment, Les Corporal out of Marion, Indiana. Dirt Slinger, Bill Leichner out of Weldon, Illinois. Lucas Oil Mav TV, Ricky Long, Glasgow, Kentucky. I saw some stuff on Facebook today that Ricky sold the tractors, and Ricky's, I don't know any of the gossip on that. So we'll find out. Maybe they're sold. Maybe Ricky's still going to drive them at Louisville. I have no idea, but I'm sure we'll find out in the next couple weeks. Cotton Candy, Cameron Neves, McAdoo, Texas. Ramblin' Rose, Thomas Owens. So Brett was number 1 in NTPA. Tom was number 2, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure that's how that went from there. Ramblin' Rose, I don't remember who won the PPL points for mods. Ramblin' Rose, Thomas Owens, Montgomery, New York. Giddy Up, Ricky Rose, Glencoe, Minnesota. Kentucky and Wayne Sullivan out of Warsaw, Kentucky. And then Full Blown Wicked, Doug Theobald out of Shelbyville, Indiana. So most of these tractors are the only outlaw tractor that I recognize is Cotton Candy. That'd be Cameron Davis. The rest of them are NTPA and PPL. I don't know the rules exactly, but I know they kind of take a combination of the two classes to make the modified rules here. So, and as always, the pro stock tractors, that and then the diesel versus Alki thing always take the big, I think, are the most crowd favorites. Pro stocks always pull last. I always feel bad because everybody leaves, and then when they do their driver interviews, there's not as many people watching, but everybody waits till the end to see the pro stocks. That's why they're always last. So your pro stock tractors Wednesday night, Tool times 2, Randy Brew out of Baraboo, Wisconsin. Tinker Toy, Daryl Fultz, legendary tractor. I don't know, that's going to be one of the ones that maybe has the most wins ever at Louisville. I'm not the historian like some of you are, but I know that's one of them that's been there many, many times. Of course, Don Masterson's tractor. Loose Cannon, Russell Hildenbrand out of Connellsville, Pennsylvania. Great dude. Stress Case, Corey Hoyt out of Shitty, Pennsylvania. Say that 5 times real fast. Wheat Fed, David Justison out of Hillsborough, Illinois. The Gambler, Stephen Lagrange out of Quebec, Canada. Revelation Pro, John Link out of Hereford, Texas. Gangrene, Gary Porter, Mercer, Missouri. Workhorse, Rob Russell, Prescott, Iowa. Buck Eater 2, Mickey Shorter, Sullivan, Indiana. And Loud and Heavy, Brandon Simon out of Farley, Iowa. So that's Wednesday night. I know there's a finals for Super Farms. There's a finals for the mods. There's a finals for 10,000, the pro stocks. I know that just from past experience. We'll try to get this all figured out here for you as I go. So let's go to Thursday night. So it's Wednesday night, and we got Thursday night. Another class of Super Farms. Checking out Ryan Anderson, Hoopston, Illinois. Deer Tracks, Russ Freeze out of Manchester, Tennessee. Walkin' Tall, Joel Hildenbrand out of Manchester, Iowa. Blue Bayou, Andy Keys out of Burlington, Wisconsin. Hot Wire, Kyle Larson out of Mondovi, Wisconsin. High Maintenance, Josh Miley out of Francisco, Indiana. Red Weiser, Eddie Rowe out of Paris, Kentucky. Running Buck Wild, Andy Schwenk out of Jasper, Indiana. Wolverine Deer, Tony Sietzma, Allendale, Michigan. Saturday Night Hooker, Jeff Solly out of New Galilee, Pennsylvania. 44 Special Reloaded, Jason Vanderwert out of Addison, Vermont. And holy smokes, Steve Yegi, Rochester, Minnesota. I think he was Region 3 champ. I'm just trying to know. So I know Ryan got second in NTPA points. I'm trying to think. I think Miley won PPL points. Yeah. I'm just trying to go off the top of my head like this. I wanted to just do a quick live tonight. Super modified two-wheel drive trucks. Sawmill Express, Tim Beatty out of Jamestown, Tennessee. The Bucket List, Dustin Bentley, Taylorville, Kentucky. Rolling Thunder, Jeffrey Boucher out of Hudson's Fall, New York. Rekindled, Ashley Corzine out of Assumption, Illinois. Wild and Blue, Brandon Lear, Zabilia, North Carolina. Buffalo Chips, that is your Outlaw Points champion, Richard Morris out of Neosho, Missouri. Whippet, Donald Nelson, Cat Spring, Texas. Midnight Gambler, Jeremy Nelson, Sydney, Illinois. On the Edge, Russ Nichols, Lower City, Ohio. High Cotton, that's the other part of the Neves team. Cameron Paschal out of McAdoo, Texas is driving that. Kathy's Complaint, Jesse Petro, Camden, Ohio. And nothing easy about it, Brent Seacrest out of Salina, Ohio. And they were your points champ with the NTPA. And I'm trying to think I don't remember who won PPL Champions Tour two-wheel drive points on that class this past year. Limited Pro Stock Tractors, 4-1s, Thursday night. Chains of Pace, Brennan Begeman out of Mendon, Illinois. Coal Roller, Dusty Berry out of Eufaula, Oklahoma. Secret Weapon 4.1, Andrew Bardet. I think that's Gardner Stone's grandson out of Swanton, Vermont. Special Edition, Steve Bausma out of Worthington, Minnesota. He's going to be very happy. They've been going to that show forever. Hickory Hooker, Adrian Cox out of Trenton, Missouri. Running in the red, Nick Gallitz, Helenville, Wisconsin. I know Nick won Badger State points. Darian Deere, Colin Lear out of Reedstown, Wisconsin. Hyper Harvester, Kevin Lindstrom out of Ellsworth, Wisconsin. Bad to the Bone, Patrick Payne out of Finger, Tennessee. I think that's Region 2 champ. Full Bore, Darren Ratterman out of Marticello, Illinois. Runs a lot of ITPA. Might have ran some silver. Unfinished Business, Jay Ruff out of Garrettsville, Ohio. And like no other, Mackenzie Trinkline out of Jefferson City, Missouri. And that's Thursday night. And here's your Pro Stocks Thursday night. Green with Envy, Denny McBrown, Clay, Kentucky. Red Gambler, Tim Kane, New Palestine, Indiana. Cotton Pick and Deer, Christopher Couch, Jackson, Tennessee. T8 Tomcat, Greg Elsing from Prairie du Sac, Wisconsin. He's the president of Badger State. Billet Binder, Jack Mays, Amenity, Missouri. Bulletproof Buck, Clint Medding out of Nordheim, Texas. Money on Black, Peter Norton, Franklin, Indiana. Mac Daddy, Julia Ray, Beloit, Ohio. Youngblood, Braden Schrammick out of Williamsburg, Missouri. 8370, John Deere, RJ Simon, Farley, Iowa. I think RJ drove the Pro Stocks down there. I think you can only drive once down there or per vehicle. I don't know the exact rules on that, but that's why you see, like when Cheeseakes have a bunch of tractors or Simons have a bunch of tractors, you see different people driving them. Die Hard Deer, Travis Weilman out of Edgerton, Wisconsin, and Barely Getting By, Jack Wishmeyer out of Brownstown, Indiana. That's your Thursday night class. Again, I know there's finals. Brandon Lee, not Lear. Well, thanks, Brad. Did I say that wrong? Or is it spelled wrong? Let me go look at the website again. Brandon, that was two-wheel drive. I can't see. Yeah, Brandon Lear is what I have. That's what's on the website. So it is what it is. I'm just going to read it the best I can, Brad. So it's all good. But congratulations to all the pullers. Let's go to Friday night. 4-1s, 95 limited pros. Digging for a living, Chris Ashelman of Hollandale, Wisconsin. Utter Obsession, Nick Audette out of Bridgeport, Vermont. Bridgeport. I think that's Bridgeport. It's supposed to be Bridgeport. Maybe I'm wrong. I think maybe this is Gardner Stone's grandsons. I know one of those, the 4-1s out of Vermont is Gardner Stone's grandson. Rhapsody in Blue, Danny Barker, Shelbyville, Illinois. Side Piece, George Beyer out of Sheldon, Illinois. Limited Edition, Mike Bausma. Wow, both tractors are in. That's awesome for them. Worthington, Minnesota. Weekend Warrior, John Calvary out of Allensville, Kentucky. Dixie Deer, Colby Counts out of Etheridge, Tennessee. G-Force, Mike Gerlach, Stockton, Illinois. International Addiction, Andrew Hartman. He's your Silver Series champion out of Hobstadt, Indiana. Bad Company, Greg Kenray out of Salem, Ohio. Adrenaline Rush, Matt Lindstrom out of Hager City, Wisconsin. The Mean Farmer, David Novak, Howells, Nebraska. He was your Outlaw points champion in that class. Two-wheelers again. I know the finals, there's a finals for the 4-1s. I think they're taking 3 from each of these sessions into Saturday night. Super modified two-wheel drive trucks. Lil Whip, Mendy Brown, last year's champ, Cat Spring, Texas. Of course, Donald Nelson's her dad. Mad Max, Alan Kane, West Alexandria, Ohio. One of the coolest trucks ever. Fistful of Dollars, Clay Chastain, Brownstown, Indiana. Run and Tell It, Dustin Corliss. Runs with Nelson's. Barbed Wire, Wesley Foster out of Woodbury, Tennessee. Buckeye Hauler, Joey Frazier, Liberty, Indiana. P5, Chad Mayhill, Reynolds, Indiana. Simon Says Chevy, RJ Simon, Farley, Iowa. Big Ed Red, Donnie Sullivan out of Warsaw, Kentucky. Again, I like saying the states and the names or the cities and the states. You can see that this is an unbelievable pull. It's the big time. It's the Super Bowl. Night Delivery, Danny Taylor, Lower City, Ohio. Pretty Wicked, Renee Theobald, Shelbyville, Indiana. And Addiction, Michael White, Lafayette, Tennessee. Okay, super stock tractors. So this is where they're combining the diesels. This is the dual of the fuels. They combine the alkies with the diesel. So considered armed and dangerous HD, Josh Blackburn out of Newton, Wisconsin. The legendary Terry Blackburn's driving extremely armed and dangerous out of Newton, Wisconsin. Again, these tractors are owned by Chiswick. Lock and Load, Steve Burge, Lynn, Indiana. Run and Bear. So Alki, Diesel, Alki. Run and Bear, Jeff Hurt out of Port Clinton, Ohio. Holy cow, Dave Hovden. Old Woody. I did not know that tractor was still running. That is awesome. Cool. Living a Dream, Brandon Hunt, Herndon, Kentucky. Silver Bullet, Mr. Lustig out of 84 PA. Galat, Brent Payne out of Clinton, North Carolina. Super Rooster, Kent Payne out of Petersburg, Indiana. Triple Bypass, Colin Ross, Waynesburg, Pennsylvania. Bone Twister, Travis Schlaubaugh out of Ringo, Iowa. And Galat 2, driven by John Strickland out of Clinton, North Carolina. And this is a crowd favorite because the Alkys versus the Diesels. And then the Pro Stocks. Everybody loves the Pro Stocks. Aces Wild, Chris Kane, New Palestine, Indiana. Matt Nasty, Mike Connie, Boyd, Ohio. High Cotton, Ken Couch, Jackson, Tennessee. Trailblazer, Travis Coons out of Arthur, Illinois. Straight Out of Line, Robbie Lemke out of Helenville, Wisconsin. This would be the Kloss tractor that everybody's talking about. Linder Brothers, Mike Linder, Edison, Ohio. River Rat, Kevin Masterson. Bullwagon, Connor Meddy, Notre Dame, Texas. Injected Funds, Brent Meyer out of Red Granite, Wisconsin. He's a newcomer to the Pro Stock class this year. Good to see him doing that. Jumped up from the Pro Stock diesel truck class. Rhett Parrish, El Nino, Marion, Kentucky. Instigator, Jason Ron out of Farley, Iowa. And Kevin Schmucker with a Getter Done Deer. That would have been Danny won points for NTPA, right? Yeah, the Grand National. So there's Saturday. This is Saturday afternoon. Then the finals are Saturday night. Super Stock diesel trucks. One Nation, Carl Butler out of Oxford, PA. Shy Diesel, Kent Crowder out of Attica, Indiana. Caretaker, Chase Heller out of Lafayette, Tennessee. Rock Hard Ram, Van Hazley out of Fairmont, Indiana. Sound of Madness, Stony Hargett, Bells, Tennessee. On Borrowed Time, Aiden Hodges out of Avella, Pennsylvania. Shy Diesel, Brady Ingram, Farina. The Nut Job, Brian Withrow, Albany, Ohio. Crosswired, Keith Witt, Warrenton, Missouri. Pet Dream, Jeremy Yeager out of Bloomingdale, Ohio. Light Pro Stocks, I don't believe they have the finals, but it's a great class, and I feel like they've always pulled Saturday afternoon. Weekend Mistress, Kurt Aftal out of Hammond, Wisconsin. Pretty sure he's your Badgers or WTPA president, which is Wisconsin Tractor Pullers. High Gear Harvester, Kendall Beasley out of Clayton, North Carolina. Black Thunder, Alan Cook out of Wilton, Wisconsin. Defaint, Kevin Giddens out of Flora, Indiana. Just Another Buck, Justin Grimes, Osborne, Missouri. They won the Outlaw points. I know that. Never Enough, Fred Hoke out of Shippensburg, PA. Just Getting Started, Justin Hopkins, Promise City, Iowa. One Bad Binder, Adam Linnell out of Kewanee, Indiana. Two Relentless, Jim Meadows out of Tollsburg, Kentucky. The Bandit, Devin Reagan, Vanderbilt, Pennsylvania. He does an awesome job on social media. Awesome job. Always Something, Travis Tilton, Belleville, Ohio. And Bare Necessities, Mark Wiederhold, Clarksville, Ohio. A lot of Ohio, Indiana in this group. It's really where a majority of the light pro population in the world is. If you were to say where all the light pros from, everybody's going to answer Ohio and Indiana. Region 2 with the NTPA on that. So Super Stock tractors. So these are your big Alki tractors. Your Unlimiteds, I like to call them. Considered armed and dangerous. Or no, these are lights. No, these are heavies. Wow. Oh, that's right. These are the lights. But they didn't call it light supers this year, did they? I forget. But these all look like light pullers. These are light super stocks. I know they are. Considered armed and dangerous, Josh Blackburn, Newton, Wisconsin. Armed and dangerous, excessive force, Terry Blackburn out of Newton, Wisconsin. Alter Ego, Brian Bowles out of Mount Vernon, Missouri. On the Edge, Martin Daniel out of Bradyville, Tennessee. Forced Decision, Henry Everman out of Dansville, New York. Tennessee Tracks, Jacob Fuqua out of Springfield, Tennessee. Field Sobriety, Bobby Jones out of Pleasant Hill, Illinois. Night Shift, Jacob Kessler out of Dewey, Illinois. Good to see he's in the big show. Extremely Insane, Larry Phillips, Vine Grove, Kentucky. Light and Loud, Brandon Phillips, Vine Grove, Kentucky. Detonator Black, Adam Spiegelberg. He's your NTPA champion out of Wyowega, Wisconsin. And in Gunpowder and Lead, Marcus Weddleson. I know it's not Welson. I know it's Weddleson out of Postville, Iowa. So then Saturday afternoon, Pro Stocks, Loud and Heavy X, Michael Boyd. Ooh, so he's driving his old tractor then, right? I think that's the old one. I think that's the tractor that Mike sold to the Simons. Cool. Warpath, Carlton Cope, Salem, Ohio. Never Giving Up, Craig Ladwig, Plymouth, Wisconsin. High Roland Deer, Jameson LaGrange out of St. Isidore, Canada. New Generation Plus, Esden Lemke out of Helenville, Wisconsin. Think Green, Josh Martin, Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Rampage, Danny Schmucker, Louisville, Ohio. Stampede, Blaine Stam, Lena, Illinois. So Blaine was Badger State champ. I'm pretty sure Danny was NTPA champ, and then Brandon Simon was your PPL champ. Rolling Stone, Tim Stone, Greensburg, Indiana. Real Deer Pro, Mr. Wagler out of Morgantown, Indiana. And Whiskey Wild, Steve Wishmeyer out of Brownstown, Indiana. So that's all the classes. I got to go find, it's spelled wrong on the street. You're correct, Brad. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna go find the website quick and see where it talks about the finals and who's in them. Yeah, here we go. So here's, again, their website's easy to navigate, guys. Jump on here, check it out. So here's your finals. So 6,200 two-wheel drive trucks, 7,500 pound mod, 10,000 pro stock, 93 super farm. Here's your dual of the fuels, and then the limited pros have a finals as well. So they take a little bit of the two-wheel drive trucks each session, a couple of the mods, pro stocks to make a finals for everybody to enjoy on Saturday night. So live stream information. If you go check out Broadbent Arena. It's going to be a thing. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out at Louisville. We're going to start talking about it here in the next couple of weeks, but that's going to be fun as well. Some big announcements coming that can kind of change polling for forever. It's going to make it better, more popular. So pretty pumped about that. So, that's all I got tonight. Thanks for watching. all these pullers deserve the highest honor to get invited to the big show. It's awesome. Louisville is what it's all about. And they pull you down that ramp. If you talk to pullers like that, and we'll do our best on our Let's Grow polling shows on Monday nights to do all of that. Yeah, this is kind of fun. I'm not sure who's commenting on this. They're on one of the groups that says 17 outlaws are in. So it'd be fun, like somebody like a Wyatt Schulte or somebody like that will sit down and say how many PPL tractors, how many NTPA tractors, how many outlaw tractors or trucks combined. And, there's obviously other associations, but those are the big three that do that. So, yeah, somebody said lots of Wisconsin pullers. I mean, that's a fun one. If I said to you, it's your co-host. Oh, Ron Stone's chatting tonight. You must be watching on one of the groups. If I said to you, you could pick one state. You could pick one state in the whole world, and you said, okay, this is the state. I'll put my state up against any state for all the classes, top to bottom. That would be a fun show. From pros to mods to minis, because certain states are going to have like Wisconsin super farms are badass, right? But we don't have a lot of mods in Wisconsin. It'd be fun to kind of line that up. I really think like in Indiana, Ohio, Illinois probably would shine just because they're bigger states with the big of that, all of that out there. So that's another show. I don't want to do that tonight. But thank you for watching, everybody. Thanks for commenting. This is the best time of the year for pullers, right before the holidays, and you can tell all your friends and family are going to the big dance, Louisville. So thanks for watching. Texas two-wheel drives, yes, out of the Outlaws. So super, super cool. Super, super cool. So thanks for watching. Have a great night, and we'll talk soon.